Today we are gonna work on getting the glass for the canopy or the front section of the cockpit glued, and basically what's gonna happen is in the jet they give you this piece of glass and you can see it's not cut or trimmed, so I'm gonna trim this and stick it in here. But first what I did was kind of just sit it on top of the jet to get a general sense of how the glass, or the plastic in this case, is going to sit in that spot. So we're gonna cut this and then stick it in place. One of the things I've come to really like about this jet, especially when it comes to the cockpit area, I don't know about the rest of it, but is the use of magnets. So the dash here, this black piece, is just attached using very strong magnets. So all you have to do is sort of peel the magnets off, and you can see there's pretty strong magnets here. And then you have all of this access room to look at what you need to do. I've also removed the cockpit pieces, which were also attached using magnets. You can see 3 of those here that attached to the side panel there. So pretty nifty design. I'm happy about it. So we're gonna go ahead and glue this glass that goes in here in place and go from there. This is the first cut of the glass. So what I did is I just had a rough cut all around, so I can actually conform the glass to the fuselage. And then what I'm gonna do is use a Sharpie and mark around where I'm gonna cut, and then test fit on the inside, and then go ahead and glue it. Trimmed it a little bit more, and I am starting to like the fit of how this is looking. So now I can see that the glass conforms really well to the fuselage. You can see that on this side, and it's the same on the other side. And if I look at the front here, I'm pretty much, there's a tiny gap in here, but it's telling me that I'm pretty much, that's as far forward as I want to go. So now I'm gonna take my my Sharpie, draw all around this, trim to fit, and then go and glue it. So we finally have our cut shape, and it fits pretty well in there. You can kind of see the remnants of my Sharpie. I'm just gonna clean that with alcohol, but even if that doesn't come out, it's gonna be stuck in here. So the next thing is gonna be to get a whole bunch of magnets and Canopy glue. And what I'm thinking is basically we're gonna put this in there, we're gonna put Canopy glue in there, and then we're just gonna use magnets to secure the glass or the plastic to the fuselage all the way around until this cures. So I like how the glass fits right now. One more thing is that I had to cut a little notch in here, and that's because the magnet that holds the black dash kind of sits right here. But anyway, so I didn't find Canopy glue, so I think I'm going to use E6000. I have already scuffed up the edges. You can see that's scuffed all the way around all over here. And so I'm going to now put my E6000, get the glass to sit, and get my magnets to hold the glass all around. Alright, so the E6000 has been applied, and as you can see, I'm using magnets all around, and in some places I'm actually doubling or tripling. So like, for example, you can see that at the top right here I'm using like more magnets because I felt that I needed to just have a lot more force conforming the plexiglass to this contour right here. So we're gonna let that sit for about 24, maybe even 48 hours, and then our glass, Canopy glass, should be pretty well attached. Okay, so it's been about 48 hours, and the Canopy glass is perfectly stuck. So I'm gonna take off all these magnets. So I think the E6000 was a good way to go. And so with that done, I think we have the very first build of the Eurofighter done. Alright, so that's the canopy, and I'm very happy with how it came out. The seams look pretty clean all around, and this is not going anywhere. So I think I might just keep using E6000 for this kind of stuff. I did like the fact that it wasn't too runny. It had just the right amount of viscosity so that when it came to applying it, it was pretty easy. So we're done there. Moving on to the next thing.